This is a follow-up to the open letter that I currently have in circulation in regards to Umar Johnson. I came across this information too late to put it in the letter. This is in regards to St. Paul's College. I talked to personally myself, so this is not information I got from somebody else. So this is not hearsay. This is information that I obtained myself. I talked to the people that are handling the school and the sale of the school. And first of all, I want to say that the whole donation drive, fund drive for the purchase of a school for black boys run by Umar Johnson from the get-go is a scheme. Umar Johnson had no intentions of purchasing St. Paul's College. As of 2 weeks ago, July the 10th, St. Paul's College has not been purchased, is not on a contract, an offer has not been made. The school is for sales for slightly under $3 million. And any reasonable offer will be considered. Now let's go back in time a little bit. Umar Johnson went down to the school. He went there with some students from VCU. He went down there and he talked to a Mr. Dudley. And he told Mr. Dudley, "Oh, don't worry, I'm going to purchase the school, this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada." And he was going down there like he was this big important man and this, that, and the other. He brought these students down there and he was, "Hey, you want to come to my school? And you guys can come to my school and you can work at my school and this and that. I'm buying all this and yada, yada, yada." So he comes down there with these students from VCU with this, they had like this camera equipment and stuff like that. And this is when he basically scammed Mr. Dudley into allowing him to do the video that's online, uh, the promo for the donations. If you go on YouTube or whatever, you can see him doing the promo for the donations. And then I guess he started was it the PayPal or GoFundMe or whatever. He never made an offer on the school of any kind. Now, if you remember on the Roland Martin show, he told millions of people that that school had been sold. That's a lie. School has not been sold. It's not even under contract. As a matter of fact, it's gotten to the point at that school where you can't even get a tour of the grounds for purchase from the real estate company unless you submit a financial statement saying that you can even afford to purchase the property in order to keep out looky-loos. So, where's the money going? The school hasn't, and another, here's another thing. The school hasn't been broken up. I remember one time he was saying that if you can't get to school with there was some part of the school he claimed that they were breaking up or something like that, and he said that was it the student center or something, and he said that if you couldn't get it with that part of the school, he didn't want it because that's the best part of the school. How would he know that when the real estate company says they haven't talked to him in nearly 2 years, or 2 years or more? And they told me that they don't want to talk to him. And they've been watching his fundraising activities, wondering when they're going to get the money that he promised. When is he going to make good on his promise to come and buy the school? So they've been watching his uh, fundraising activities online. They watch the money go up and watch it come down. Watch it go up, watch it come down. Wait to see if he's going to call and say, "Hey, I got the money. I'm going to come down and I'm going to buy the school." Phone never rings. So he's the last person they want to hear from. And again, these are not my words. This is what I got from them. So you can spin this how you want. You can take away or add to. You can do whatever you want, but those are the facts. The school was never going to be built. It was a scam from the get-go. From the start, it was a scam. Now, like I said, you can look at it however you want, but that is a clear case of fraud. Clear case of fraud. Now, uh, and I feel bad for these people that are trying to sell the school, because these people are just trying to make a living. And then they got people like him rolling up in there talking, talking all this mess, wasting their time, and then doing film productions on the property for free in order to defraud other people. Close to $1 million other people's money. Maybe more, who knows? Nobody really knows. All you know is what he said. And you have no idea where this money's gone. People was giving money for this college. And this college was never on the agenda. Never. Now, for those that are serious about purchasing a college, the real estate agency is Motley's Real Estate down in Virginia. Uh, Mr. Dudley is the agent. You can look him up online. If you got, if you have the money, the assets in order to be able to purchase this school, please check him out. Somebody that has the right heart to want to do something for real, I'm sure that they would be more than happy to talk to you. They would be more than happy to sell you this school and educate some kids. This this historic piece of property, or if you're a history teacher or something like that, and you want to get your kids a tour of the property, you can talk to Mr. Dudley, and he may be able to work something out. And that's another thing he said. history teachers and stuff like that would come down, for purposes of history teaching, to come and and take a tour of the property and learn the history of the school or whatever. He never gets calls from people like that. Never gets calls from people like that. It's either people like scam artists like Umar or people with no money. So I'm gonna say it again. The St. Paul's College thing with Umar Johnson was a scam. Is a scam. It's a straight up scam. He never planned to purchase that property. They haven't heard from him in 2 years or more. He lied to them about purchasing it. He brought a camera crew down there of some students from VCU. Uh, oh, that's another thing. he uh, he gave Mr. Dudley a number and said, "This is my lawyer." Mr. Dudley called the number, and it was a bail bondsman out of Texas. He said, "This is my lawyer," and gave him the and gave Mr. Dudley the number. Mr. Dudley called the number, and it was a bail bondsman. Scam after scam after scam. Seriously, what is it? What is it with this dude? And y'all like, you you go on Twitter. It's like reading comments on Fox News. Y'all defend this dude to the death, and I'm like, and he's saying, well, that's what they did to Malcolm Garvey. And then y'all uh, say this cat's name in the same sentence with people like Malcolm Garvey, Martin, and that's some strong stuff y'all smoking. That's all I'm saying. That's some where you buy that at. Whatever it is, keep it away from me. Seriously. That's some strong stuff y'all smoking. And anybody that don't agree with him is a coon. Now y'all just drunk. Cause I can't see it. Y'all need to go to UJA. Umar Johnson's Anonymous. Y'all need a serious detox. The whole thing is a scam. It's a scam. All of it is a scam. Mr. Dudley's gonna email me the documents on Monday, so I'll have them for my records. This video and those records will be uploaded to the FBI. If if people won't defend themselves, sometimes some other people got to defend them got to defend them for the, you know what I'm saying. It's like dealing with children. They can't defend themselves, so you got to defend them. So, I mean, it's just stone cold ridiculous. The school, historically black school, and people who gave their money for the purpose of purchasing the school, whether you realize it or not, are the injured parties. And you can love the speech. You can say he made good points. You can say whatever you want to say. But you know what? You've been scammed. And you can talk about, oh well, ain't nobody saying nothing about you give your money to the black church and this, that, and other. No, okay, well, don't go to church. You don't want to give your money, don't go. Or if it's money, if it's an issue about money, go to church, take the meat, spit out the bone, keep your money in your pocket, walk out the door. So so what? So what? But uh, this dude going on national TV and doing what he doing, and if you get a preacher go on national TV and do what Umar doing, he gonna get the same results. And he said, well, only black people do this to their own. White folk don't. Now that's a lie. White folk don't do that to their own. No, that's a lie. You let some white boy take some white people money or whatever. His behind be locked up so fast. You let Asian dude do what Umar doing to some other Asian people. His tail be locked up so fast and maybe even beat. Matter of fact, before he get caught and go to jail, he liable to commit suicide. You let any other nationality do that mess, and his people ain't gonna put up with it. But an African American, nobody wants to admit they've been taken advantage of. They'll ride with them to the end. Nobody wants to admit they've been taken advantage of. Everybody wants to believe in something. They gotta no, not believe in something. They gotta believe in somebody. Believe in yourself. If you can't believe in yourself, then how the hell are you gonna believe in somebody else? That's it. I'm done. But if you're looking for a good lawyer, Umar Johnson got a bail bondsman down in Texas. I mean, dude told me that I like to die. He said he gave me a number, said it was his lawyer, and I called and it was a bail bondsman. I like to know what was up with that relationship. But yeah, later.